The coronavirus has been in the news recently, and you probably have questions about what this means for you and your family. How do I protect myself and my family against coronavirus? What other diseases do I need to be aware of? How concerned do I need to be about my family getting coronavirus? By the end of this video, you'll have the answers to these and other questions about coronaviruses and other infectious diseases you might be exposed to. By subscribing to my channel and hitting that little bell, you'll be notified every Monday when I post a new video that's designed to help you navigate the sometimes confusing healthcare system. Good morning, health-minded people. I'm Dr. Snow, and over the years I've seen many opportunities for pandemics to take place. Unfortunately, most of the time they don't. However, they can scare the crap out of you, and I believe the best way to fight fear is with solid information. Today we discuss what coronavirus is and how to protect your family from not only the coronaviruses, but other illnesses that you might become exposed to. So what is the coronavirus? Coronaviruses are actually a group of viruses that can cause illnesses ranging from the common cold all the way to SARS, which is severe acute respiratory syndrome. The coronavirus that's been in the news recently was first identified in Wuhan, China, and has been officially named 2019 nCoV. I'm recording this on February the 7th of 2020. As of today, the virus has spread to 28 other countries outside of China, with 325 cases and only 2 deaths. China has reported over 31,000 cases with over 600 deaths, including the death of the physician who initially reported the new virus to the rest of the world. The incubation period for this new coronavirus is 4 to 14 days. Incubation period means that once you've been exposed to the virus, you will probably get sick if you're going to within 4 to 14 days. This illness starts with cold-like symptoms with fever and cough, but then progresses to extreme shortness of breath. You start feeling sick and then you go downhill quickly. At this point, there's only supportive treatment and no direct treatment, but they have been experimenting with some antivirals with some hopeful results. Once a person is identified to have the 2019 nCoV, they will be quarantined immediately. If needed, they will be given oxygen for shortness of breath, fluids for dehydration, and if it progresses to that point, dialysis for kidney failure. People with compromised immune systems are at the most risk. This includes the very young and the very old, children under the age of 2 and adults over the age of 60. Infectious disease is always the most deadly to the very young and the very old. At this point, the mortality rate is difficult to calculate because some people that only have mild disease are not reporting themselves. It is estimated that the current death rate is about 2.1%. 80% of these victims are very elderly, and 75% of those already had some other underlying health issues. So far, there have been 12 positively identified cases of coronavirus in the United States. In order to protect the public, all flights coming in from China are being redirected to 11 airports across the United States. All passengers will be screened for the coronavirus. Any foreign national that has traveled in China within the last 14 days will not be admitted into the U.S. Any U.S. citizen that has traveled within the Hubei province of China will be immediately quarantined for 14 days. Respiratory diseases are passed through the public more readily during the winter months because we stay inside and are more closely packed together, enabling the virus to jump from person to person more easily. Cases of influenza always increase during these months. So far in the 2019-2020 flu season, there have been over 19 million cases of flu, with over 300,000 hospitalizations and over 25,000 deaths. At this point, you're more likely to catch the flu than the coronavirus. Have you had your flu shot this year? If not, why not? Transmission of these and other respiratory diseases such as colds, strep throat, and certain types of pneumonia are transmitted person to person. If an infected person sneezes and another person breathes in that air, chances are likely that they will also become ill. If the contaminated droplets land on a surface, such as a desk or doorknob, and you touch that surface and then touch your face, you increase your risk of becoming infected. The fluid droplets from coughs and sneezes do not stay in the air for very long and settle to the surfaces below quickly. So how do you protect yourself and others? Stay away, or at least turn away from somebody that's coughing or sneezing. Keep your hands off your face. Wash your hands with warm water and soap often, scrubbing for at least 20 seconds. Carry hand sanitizer with you that's at least 60% alcohol for those times that you can't get to soap and water. If possible, minimize your contact with sick people. If you are ill, sneeze or cough into a tissue, discard the tissue and immediately wash or sanitize your hands. If you are sick, don't go to work. Don't spread the love. Also, if you're sick, try to stay away from your other family members. Quarantine yourself in a separate bedroom if possible. Masks that do not completely seal around your face do not completely protect you from somebody else coughing or sneezing and then you breathing in that air. However, having them on may remind you not to touch things and then touch your face. The person that most needs to be wearing the mask is the sick person. And once that mask gets wet, it needs to be replaced because the barrier is now compromised. If you've traveled to China in the last 14 days and you feel like you're getting sick, you need to report to a hospital immediately. Do not go to the hospital and do not go to your doctor's office. You need to quarantine yourself and get on the phone and call for instruction. The hospital should be able to give you advice on how to not spread the virus in case you have it. There is so much incorrect information going around about coronavirus. Do not believe everything you hear or everything you read on the internet. Get your information from a reliable source such as the CDC's website. I will leave a link to the CDC's website in the description below. So what now? Keep yourself healthy. Eat right, drink plenty of water, get plenty of sleep. Stay away from sick people, wash your hands often, and keep your hands off your face. If you get sick, stay home. Do you have your hand sanitizer that you carry with you always? If not, are you going to go out and buy some? I hope this video helps you understand how to protect yourself against the coronavirus and other respiratory diseases. If this video has been helpful to you, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you for joining me today to learn about this most recent worldwide health scare. Stay healthy and have a blessed week.